On tonight's episode, we talk about the Equalizer 3.
And now the pop culture news of the week.
Equalizer 3, or the Threequalizer,
Yeah.
if you will, totally lives up to the previous two.
Third installment of the Equalizer movie, inspired by a TV show of the same name. And this one is a trilogy already, with Denzel Washington, directed by Antoine Fuqua. You know him from Tears of the Sun, Training Day, Emancipation, and so many other things. So in this one, the lead character, Roberto McCall, is in Europe. It's in Italy, in Sicily, and well, what's to equalize in Italy? You know, there's problems everywhere.
They kind of give it away with that first location. It's Sicily. What needs to be equalized in Sicily? It totally lives up to everything we saw in the first two. We've got the sort of vigilante justice, a hero with a dark side, but he channels that dark side into like righting wrongs. We've got some really beautiful, poignant, very emotional moments. It's great, and it's all set in this incredible location, like this little town on the coast of Italy. That's just like, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. We also have a couple of new supporting characters show up who were very fun and added a lot. And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but like it was a really good movie.
Yeah, it was good. It has you might not notice at the beginning or at the middle. You might only notice at the end, but there's a deep connection with the second movie. So was the first, but it's good. It's really good. And it sticks to the formula of the Equalizers. The bad guys are bad, the good guys are good, and they dance. The good guys, the good guy.
Just one. They make it very clear, and this is a great line. They're like, all these dead bodies, but only one set of prints? What?
Yeah, and the good guy kicks the bad guy's butt. And there's no time to waste. There's no time to wait. Things are, done quickly, as in the first one, to the point that, he has a watch and times his actions.
Yes.
He did update his watch. It looks like a little bit more smart, if you know what I mean. But the premise is the same. He goes around to helping people, equalizing the odds, the situation. People that are being being abandoned, being suffering injustices. So he comes to make justice, to equalize, to do for people what people can do for themselves. A hero, as he was in the first one, as he is in the second one, so was in the third one. And the action is intense, and it's shot as you said, in beautiful Italy. And I guess everybody went to Italy during COVID, because it makes me wonder how much Italy paid to all these guys, because everybody went to shot in Italy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To the point that...
That's right, it was like Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
and
Fast and
Furious, Fast X. Yeah.
This one. And it's a great setting, and they shot and they did a very, very fun, very entertaining movie. Very good ending for the trilogy. Or is it? Who knows?
Yeah, it could be, and it would be a beautiful way to end it, but it was left open enough. Like, there could be more. I wouldn't be mad about it. We talk a lot about, ending things while they're still good. But, could Denzel Washington make a bad Equalizer movie. I doubt it. He's so good at this.
Really nice reunion. Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
That worked together when she was a little girl on.
I've been trying to remember the title of the movie all night.
Men on Fire? No, that's a different. It was Men on Fire. Men on Fire. Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Men on Fire.
And a big part of what made that movie so emotional was their connection. Like they worked so well together, and they're both like crazy good actors. Anyway, it was really sweet to see them
Men on Fire
together again.
Yeah, IMDb refuses to. Anyways, so now she's an adult woman. She's a adult actress. So it changed quite a bit, but it was nice to see them together after 20+ years.
Yeah, it's been a while. So if you like the first two, you're gonna love this one. It lives up to everything that you would hope from the franchise, but also gives some room for growth, some new things, some new storytelling. So it's really well done.
Yeah, and at the same time, it almost worked as 100% independent of the other movies. You could
totally.
You could watch this one and still have a good time, and maybe go back to watch the other ones out of order. But yeah, it's really good, really well done. You should go see it. It's out in the theaters.
Yeah. Okay, another film we watched this week is actually a fan-made film called Spider-Man Lotus.
Yes, it's a huge success online. It's this movie about Spider-Man. And the movie is very sad, it's very tragic.
Yeah.
It focuses on and you said Lotus means?
Lotuses can be symbols of like purity but also like rebirth. And the movie tells the story of Spidey's one of Spidey's biggest tragedies, the death of the Stacys. Most of all, Gwen.
the death of Gwen Stacy, his first love, his girlfriend, bride to be, and the movie goes through that and how the tragedy affects him and it makes him question his mission, his responsibility, and how all that affects Osborn, whose father was the Green Goblin that killed Gwen, that died as well. That's no spoiler. There's like a really old comic book, but fan made, but really well done.
Yeah, they clearly had a good budget and used it well. I was impressed by his costume, but also just like all of it was really well done. It was good storytelling, good, like bizarrely good effects. Like Spidey, whenever he was like swinging through New York City, like it looked way better than I would have expected. They did a good job. I feel like you hear fan made and think, but this one's worth a watch if you're into Spider-Man.
If anything, one thing you have to you get from fan-made is like respect to the source material. When you have Disney, Warner Brothers changing the crap out of their properties and shrinking years of content in one single movie or six episode TV show, and changing characters for the sake of woke agendas and for diversity, with no purpose whatsoever concerning the story, and messing things up in the story in benefit of their agenda. When you go to fans, they're gonna make it shouldn't be hard. And I'm not talking about the fans, because the fans do a terrific job, but for the studios, it shouldn't be hard. Is comic books are a visual medium, so you look at the comic book, you see the character, you do that on the film, on the movie or TV show, and then they change. Oh no, let's make this ginger or this red hair black. Why? Oh, because we're such good people, we're inclusive and whatever. Anyways, so fans, they will stick to the source material, and they will give the fans what the fans like, the fans love. And this one is they stick to that. Of course, they take it's not Ipsilater's a comic book story. They tell a story that happens in that moment, and we see, and there's this moment when he's questioning his responsibilities, and he talks to a fan, which is very interesting, very meta, because the kid has comic books and toys,
Yeah.
and then he talks to him, and there's this questioning that's like, am I doing bad things, like John the Jameson and the Bugle are saying, and the kid says, no, you're doing the right thing. But anyways, you should see it. It's Spider-Man Lotus is free and all full on YouTube. Yeah, it's good, terrific job. The credits are something extra. They beautifully done, and yeah,
this is definitely a project worth supporting. I besides the fact, like, it's enjoyable just on its own, just for the fact that they made a good movie. But also, like, it's so nice to support, like, creators who aren't part of, like, massive Hollywood studios. Anyway, go check it out. It is well worth your time.
Yeah. Spider-Man Lotus, again, available on YouTube. Well, like, share, comment. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a great initiative.
Okay, next up on our list of things that we watched this week is a series called Killing It.
Yeah, we catched up and watched the first and the second season of Killing It. This comedy on Peacock. We're starring
Craig Robinson.
Craig.
Robinson.
What's it? Craigerty? No, what's his brother call him?
Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory Robinson.
Catherine Tate calls him Crayro. I think it's really
and
cute.
this Australian woman, I can't remember her name.
I haven't seen anything, but yeah, she's fantastic. She's my favorite part of the show.
And I don't know with how things are these days, if the show's gonna get a third season, and the way it ends is kind of like, I don't know, cliffhanger, not cliffhanger. It's tough to say, but either way, the 2 seasons we saw, they are funny. That I think the first one, it's a little bit better. The second one is kind of it gets a little bit darker. It reminds me of Breaking Bad, but Breaking Bad with like, you think how Walter White was a genius. He was a very intelligent man, and you have Pinkman, that was a young high school student or former. He was barely out there. Yeah. But also was very intelligent. So they gang up together because of their knowledge and expertise. And of course they make wrong decisions because the show is about Breaking Bad. On Killing It is similar, but everybody is like from, I don't know, 85% to 100% idiots.
Kind of, yeah.
They're very dumb.
At some point, every character will make some colossally foolish decision. It is very funny, although honestly it's kind of a downer. Like, these characters just keep getting beaten down over, and like the second there's a glimmer of hope or positivity, boom, something terrible happens beyond their control. Either beyond their control or because of something foolish they did before. So it is funny, but it's also a bit of a downer, so just like be prepared for that. If you're not feeling great about the world, this is like, yeah. But there are some great moments. It's a good vehicle for Crayro. He really shines in this. Yeah. So that's on
2 seasons available on Peacock. Killing It.
Yeah. Anything else about that one?
No, I think that's all.
Cut you off.
No, I think that's all.
Cool.
We also saw this new movie, the sequel for a movie with the same title, obviously. It's called Vacation Friends 2. Both are available on Hulu, and both Hulu productions, Hulu originals. This one as the first one, starring John Cena and that guy. I can't remember this guy. Oh gosh. Huh?
Rel?
Sure, Rao. Raul.
No,
Ah,
it's not that.
Little Rao.
Yeah, I think it's Lil Rel,
Yeah.
but I don't trust my memory.
Oh, come on, that's right here.
Anyway, it lives up to the first one.
Lil Rao Howery.
Yeah. Lil Rel
Lil
Howery. Bro, that's right up there with Worlder. That's too many consonants.
Since you mentioned names, if I Yvonne Orgy.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that's an orgy?
Yep, that's...
Okay. Yvonne Orgy. She maybe her parents, who knows. And Meredith Hagner, not
Yes.
Wagner. Also, Carlos Santos, back from the first one. Ronnie Chang. And of course, Steve Buscemi.
Who is such a gift whenever he shows up. It doesn't matter what the movie or show is. It doesn't matter what role he's playing. He's going to do it really well, and he's going to, like, just totally upgrade the whole production. That guy's so good.
Yeah, and in this one, he does play a parent of one of the characters, and there's the other side of the couple that's trying to earn his love and trust, like, with little nod of Meet the Fockers or Meet the Parents, or you know. But it was funny.
It was funny. It follows kind of a similar storyline. We have our Lil Rel and his wife are like the very responsible, put together couple. Rel's a little uptight. They're going on vacation, and then we've got John Cena and his wife, who are just like bananas, insane, do very crazy, irresponsible things, but also get away with it. And also, they're just like really charming and sweet and lovely and wholesome, but they also like use crack a lot. Anyway, it's a comedy.
I think
so they become like unlikely friends, and in this one, that unlikely friendship is strengthened through a series of shenanigans.
I think this one, you know, the craziness of the first one, I think they toned it down on the second one. But it's still there. It's still funny. Available on Hulu. If you want to see John Cena, if you can.
Yes. This is a lighthearted, zany friend comedy.
Lighthearted?
I would say it was lighthearted.
You said it was lighthearted?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess compared to the first one, this one was lighter.
I mean, like...
yeah.
Maybe lighthearted is not the right word. But it is just like zany goofball.
Sure. Anyways, Buscemi is there. He's hilarious.
Yeah. Truly. What a gift.
Yeah. Vacation Friends 2, available on Hulu.
Okay, let's look at the box office. Gran Turismo opened to 20 million at the box office.
Yeah, 20 million domestic, 56 international.
That doesn't feel like enough.
Well, it was actually better than the estimates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because all things considered, they were not expecting to do $200 million.
Sure.
Even though the movie was good.
It was good.
Really good.
I've been recommending it to people.
Oh, it's a life story. There's they never preach to you. They tell you a story that's compelling. There is, we talked about it already.
Yeah, and I feel like it has a really broad audience too.
Yeah.
Like, I have some friends who
Video
are
game
older
players,
and very conservative. I
race
feel like
enthusiasts, movie people that see movies.
Yes, definitely people who see movies, people who drive cars,
people that like stories,
people who have families.
Yes.
It just kind of, there's
people
just a really broad appeal there.
And fathers that have kids.
Yes.
And mothers, there used to be Spice Girls and Spice Girls fans.
Yes, perhaps a more niche category, but it does apply for them as well. Anyway,
she doesn't tell you what she wants, what she really wants, but yeah. It was nice to see her there, but it was a great movie. You should go see it for sure. And it did $20 million, which was better than the estimate, and good for them. And this was throughout the international Cinema Day, International Movie Day.
Just national.
Oh, national. Of course.
National Cinema Day.
Who cares about the rest of the world?
Yeah.
Yeah. National America Cinema Day.
Yeah.
Where cinemas worldwide, I mean our world wide, nationwide.
That's the word.
They did movie tickets for $4, making a total estimate.
Well, I'd have to do the math real quick, but 8.5 million people bought tickets, so that's what, 34 million?
Never mind how much it made.
Yeah.
A lot of people went to see.
Yeah.
And it's good for the industry. It's good for the people. You know, it's a nice treat when you have a good discount on everything.
Yeah. And those discounts add up.
Yeah.
Especially like for a family.
Yeah. And of course it makes the industry think about, hey, you should do this more, you know. So it's good for everybody.
It is good for everybody. Now on the flip side, if you're at the Toronto Film Festival and you want to see Dumb Money, which looks like a very interesting film about the whole GameStop stock thing that happened, you're going to have to pay a bit more than $4.
Yeah, movies are going out for at least a minimum of $900.
Yeah, $900. That's on Ticketmaster.
Yeah. Which
has already come under a lot of fire this year for how they didn't handle.
And it makes you think,
Swift
you know,
tickets.
they did the whole thing with GameStop. Do you think these people are back and doing something, increasing the price of the tickets,
but it's kind
controlling the market to make something go up?
But it's kind of antithetical because like the GameStop people, they were like the little guys who were like screwing over the big guys, like the big hedge funds and everything. This is kind of the opposite. Although
no.
The term "dumb money" definitely applies.
They might be making inflating the prices of the tickets. So you know, Hollywood, the film people have to pay for it. You know, so making more money for the movie.
I guess I don't know.
It feels like something that those guys are doing.
It does seem appropriate, although kind of antithetical to the whole story. It's like when Marcel Duchamp made had that sculpture called Fountain. That's just a urinal.
The name is Fountain?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know there was
And he did that like to satirize the art world and how like you could just like do anything, and if you have the right name on it or get the right critics, they'll be like, oh, it's great art. And what happened? It became great art and launched the whole Dada movement. Like, I feel like this is a similar situation. That this movie is about like the absurdities of our financial system, and what do we end up with? $900 tickets.
Yeah, but I think it's 900. It's not high 900 for the masses, because the masses will watch the movie. And
this is just the film festival.
For Hollywood producers, especially festival where like producers go to buy movies to distribute. I mean, not so much in Toronto. But anyways, the movie looks fun. We're looking forward to see it. It's not out yet. We're not going to pay $900. We're not going to go to Canada because, you know, we don't like communists. But we're going to watch when the movie come in the free land of the United States.
Okay. There's some other fun events coming to the theaters if you're wanting to go back, even if you missed National Cinema Day. Dark Knight Trilogy is going to be out in a few theaters for Batman Day. Which is when?
And there's another one called The Goonies.
Yeah.
You know what happens? Warner Brothers want money because they failed. Like they keep failing. They just failed. I mean, they made huge with Barbie. Barbie is like one of the biggest releases they ever put out.
Bizarrely.
But with everything else, you know. DC movies like the Flash and then Blue Beetle, Black Adam before that, they did really badly. And I was like, hey, but we have a Batman that everybody loves, so let's release that. So boom, they're gonna release. They're also gonna release a new version, new packaging for Zack Snyder's trilogy, and a new packaging for Zack Snyder's Justice League, and 4K Blu-ray. Beautifully done. So they want to try to sell what they're gonna try to sell what sells.
Sell what's good.
To pay for the disasters that they made and you know the crap that James Gunn
totally avoidable disasters.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Batman Day. When is Batman Day?
I don't know.
It's Let's see.
I have to say, Nolan's films are well worth watching in the theater. He makes them with the theater experience in mind, and it really shows. So if you have the opportunity, like, go do
Batman
that.
is going to be September 16.
All right. So Batman trilogy, Dark Knight trilogy, and Goonies in theaters again in September.
Yes.
Okay, meanwhile, the SAG-AFTRA and WGA strikes continue, but some productions have been able to get back to work.
Yeah, the unions and the studio heads went back to discussion, but nothing major came out of it. So it's still, I think, neutral. The strike continues. They stopped because of the hurricane. In some places, they stopped because it was too hot, but they're still going.
Yeah.
But more and more.
More and more.
Something is coming. The interim agreements, that allow some productions to happen, are allowing more productions to happen.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know. Some people say it's like that's a good thing. I feel like it kind of weakens the movement. If they start making movies, this strike is like, oh yeah, this is a great strike when people can work. And some people cannot work, so I guess it only hurts the little guy. But anyways, they
it's
agreed
tricky because I feel like
to
it could.
do that.
I guess you could also make a case that it would help the cause of the strike because they can demonstrate, like, look, you can make a successful film under these conditions. Like, it is possible. But I see your point too. Like, it's not. It's like telling your kid they can't have dessert, but then giving them a couple of M&Ms anyway. I don't know. So, Walking Dead spin-offs and Interview with the Vampire are resuming production. As well as Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis. That was also approved for an interim agreement.
Yeah.
So, just calm down. Those were coming. Alright, let's take a look at Disney. Poor Disney. Ahsoka premiered this week. I personally love it so far. Well, it didn't premiere this week.
No, it was
last week.
Yeah.
Anyway. It premiered. I love it. I'm super into it, but not everybody is. This had one of the worst premieres that Disney's had.
Yeah, worst premiere since the premiere of Mandalorian. It has the first day. Really low numbers for the record. For instance, Obi-Wan Kenobi show. The Kenobi show had somehow 2.2 million the premiere, and that was low. Ahsoka had 1.4 million. That's even lowest. Disney came out later in the week saying that 14 million people watched Ahsoka over the week, which
Right, so maybe people were waiting for the weekend or something.
Yes, I'm not sure if that's. Anyways, there's a whole problematic with streaming numbers, which is one of the things causing this strike. Because when they want to promote the streaming service, they say, "Oh, so many people are watching," but when it's time to pay the people, not that many people watched it. So there's this whole thing going on. But anyways, the show is not bad at this point. It's fun, entertaining. It's Filoni is taking good care of the property. So we'll see how it goes. It definitely, I still think, I said last week, and I still think that Marek is Star Killer, even though some people online, I mean, I'm not criticizing them. I'm glad people are coming to talk and comment. Yeah. Some people think it's Ezra. But
part of me thinks it's Ezra. I just don't see how that works in the narrative. I don't get it.
I mean, people say, but
I'd
Disney.
Much rather it
but Disney. It's like, yeah, but Filoni is there. He will take care proper of the characters he helped come to be. And I mean, it has to be a really good excuse, which I don't know. I think Ezra disappeared before the rise of the not before the Inquisitors were there. They helped kill the Inquisitors, all of them on Rebels. So I don't see how he would become an Inquisitor. And anyways, my bet is still on Starkiller. We remain to see. If anything, crossed. You heard here first. We'll see what comes.
Yeah. In the meantime, there's other sad news from Disney, from the MCU. Both Michael Waldron and Jeff Loveness have left the Avengers movies, Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars.
Yeah, have left is like a nice way to see. Bye-bye. We don't need you.
Yeah.
Fired, dismissed. Anyways, they were writers, but again, for the unsuccess, the failures of Mom, Multiverse of Madness, and Quantum Mania might have collaborated that, but we'll see. Marvel writers are not that like, whoa, look at those writers, look at that writing.
It's been a while since I've been impressed.
Yeah, it is all quite, standards, like the recipe cake of superhero movies since forever on the MCU. One of the reasons why David Ayer, I don't know if I put any notes there, but this week the director of Suicide Squad, he was talking about this week on how, and that made other people comment on his comments on how DC was doing great on doing, epic, the big, the even some people call it dark way of doing heroes, avoiding the Marvel formula, because the Marvel formula was not only being done, but eventually it get to exhaustion, which we see happening more and more.
Big time.
So he was like saying that it is a mistake to move away from that and make DC heroes as the Marvel heroes. They are like, they are beyond. They should be treated as anyways.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we might get. It looks like Thor 5 and Eternals 2 might not happen.
There's the Disney's cutting a lot of productions, cutting costs, laying off. So there's rumors that those might not happen. It's like nobody was asking for Eternals 2, but again, nobody asked for Miss Marvel 2, and they making it anyways. So Thor,
Captain Marvel.
What did I say?
You said Miss Marvel, but
okay. It's all three. So it's Miss Marvel,
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, and whatever they calling the Monica Rambeau's character now. But anyways, Thor. I mean, I love Thor, so I could only hope that they would make one that would be decent. But after two in a row, because people love Ragnarok and they hate Love and Thunder. I thought they were both kind of like, the beginning of Ragnarok's like he's hanging.
I did not
in hell and beat the crap out of
For me, that movie started, but it got better.
Yeah. Anyways, so moving on.
Okay. Disney had a complete Spiderwick Chronicles series, like all done, all ready to go. They canceled it.
Yeah, which is it's the weirdest type of constellation. When you already shot, it's already done good. It's maybe it wasn't good. I don't know.
Yeah, but like, how bad does it have to be for Disney to be like, that's not good enough for us?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I would imagine it has to do with storage and space and servers.
Maybe
you're gonna put something there that nobody's gonna watch. But hey, there's taste for everything. There's people that eat what Disney puts out like it's ice cream, even though sometimes it looks like poop. But anyways.
Yeah, Doogie Kamealoha MD has been canceled.
Yeah, Doogie Howser's spin-off, reboot, remake.
Yep.
Canceled after 2 seasons.
Yeah. Miss Marvel, the series, that's the Kamala Khan series. They aired that on ABC, and it did worse than Inhumans, which is totally unfair.
Yeah.
Because it was way better than Inhumans, which is a very low bar, but still really indicative of Marvel fatigue and all the rest.
And again, the show is good. It has problems, but it's not good.
But overall,
it's not good that. Let's see. It's a not known character. She's a spin-off of a spin-off. You have Captain Marvel that died of cancer, and then you have Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, that later took the name of Captain Marvel. When she became Captain Marvel, I guess they had open spot for a Miss Marvel. Then they created a Miss Marvel, Indian girl. So it's a very unknown character.
Pakistani.
She's Pakistani. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a very known character. You know, when I say unknown, it's not for fans. Fans, of course, will know. But compared to Superman, Batman, Flash,
Wow.
Spider-Man,
Sure.
you know, there are pop culture icons and known everywhere in the planet. If I go with a shirt with the big Kryptonian S, or the Batman's bat, or Spider-Man spider, or the Spider-Man black uniform, the black suit is just a white spider. Everybody in the planet, more or less, will know. With Miss Marvel, not that. So when you put a show like that on broadcast TV, for people that if you put in a broadcast TV, it's for people that don't have the subscription, that don't have the subscription to Disney Plus, and probably already saw the show already. So yeah, it's like, who's gonna watch this? Because people that wanted to watch already watched it.
Sure.
So
that's a good point.
It was, come on. You guys are smarter than that, or maybe you're not. But anyways,
because like it's been a long series. I think I mention this like all the time. It's been a long series of like predictably bad decisions, like predictably bad call. Like I could have told you that wasn't gonna work. This one,
I guess they could convince some sponsors to sponsor the show, because this show is great on Disney Plus. They're gonna put on broadcast. You have to buy some commercials. You're gonna make a lot of money, and I guess they don't have enough anything else to put it on the slot, because with the strike, it's summer and we're already losing content because the fall is here and the new shows did not come back.
Right.
So maybe it was, I don't know. Anyways.
I don't know. Disney stock is at a 9-year low.
Again, the bad poor decisions, plus the strike, COVID, global warming. I'm kidding. But everything together, the world garbage they put out, the agenda they try to stick to it, all that is, it's causing,
and just like a glut of mediocre releases.
Putting bad, it's, it's you talk about people get offended by some silly reasons, and again, people that get their values attacked. When you have Disney attacking some people's values, and I'm talking about real values that help make that company what the company is. It's not only attacking values, it's betraying the people that made them who they are. You're losing that people, you're losing that money, and it's, you can see it. It shows.
Yeah, it's been, and yeah, it does. On top of all of that, they're actually getting sued by some investors for concealing the true cost of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Under Bob Chapek's administration.
Again, the whole streaming, how much, we know how much it costs because we pay for it, but we don't know how much it actually costs to keep it there. How much they are, the box office, the streaming rankings, the numbers. Again, the same thing that's causing the strike. Yeah.
Basically just lots of bad business decisions is what it sounds like. Disney's not the only one getting sued. Burger King is also getting sued, and a judge has allowed the lawsuit to proceed. Something about Whopper sizes?
Yes, it's the size in the picture and the size in reality. And I don't want to say Burger King is not even the worst, because Arby's, the sandwich looks so good.
It does. It's like massive.
Yeah, but then you buy, it's like shrunk, and it looks like they have like a tiny brush, and go on the cheese and go on the burgers. Like, come on, really? It's disappointing. But anyways.
Still yummy though. And on top of all that, apparently Jason Statham was offered a role in a Captain America Civil War and just like laughed at it.
Yeah.
So
you just like, no, thank you. And
interesting decision.
He doesn't need,
Yeah.
He does a lot. He's successful. And it's like, why sell his soul to the white slavers? And that was Lucas. Lucas called them white slavers years ago. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, let's move over to Warner and DC and all that good stuff. Blue Beetle is coming to digital HD on September 19th.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks. Again,
Yeah.
damage control on WB to see if they can, salvage something out of it. Even though The Flash just premiered and did worse than Black Adam. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, so The Flash debuted on Max with fewer views than Black Adam. So that's
and Black Adam
not
was
great.
in the bottom of all the DC Max.
It was not a popular film.
Yeah.
Although we do need to watch Blue Beetle again. I was planning on watching it again anyway. It's really fun. But apparently there's a Green Lantern cameo and the director says a lot of fans missed it.
It's kind of a silly. It's like when Kevin Feige says, "Oh, that kid that was dressed as Tony, as Iron Man on the Iron Man con on Iron Man 2. Was that Peter Parker?" It's like, yes, of course it was.
I don't think it's that bad because that was just like,
but this one is. I mean, I guess this one.
This one I think is a lot more deliberate. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, whereas that's just like, this random... Yeah, so what I think it was, in that opening sequence when they're talking about the beetles, like, going out into the galaxy, and you see all these different colored beetles, there's, like, a moment where this green light comes and, like, deflects or, like, diverts one of the beetles off to another course. Anyway, so it's like, is that Green Lantern? And then I forgot about it because of the rest of the movie. But I think that's it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, sure, it is, but it is not.
Basically, they keep teasing us with Green Lantern content and then not giving it to us. But they just lame. Anyway, okay, they've named Mark Thompson as chairman and CEO of CNN. I don't know what he did to deserve that, but good luck.
CNN that is known for fiery but peaceful protests and other sort of lies.
Right.
Doing propaganda for the Biden administration. They hired someone that was the CEO of the New York Times, who also does that kind of crap. So it is like, altogether, nothing's gonna change. They're gonna put the streaming service. And did you talk about that thing you said the streaming service will pop on the? Yeah,
so I heard. So they're experimenting with putting some CNN content on Max. And also considering, I don't know if this is a rumor or they're considering this idea of having like breakthrough alerts as you're streaming other Max content. So let's say you're sitting there and you're watching like Game of Thrones again. You might get a little pop-up of like breaking news from CNN, which sounds truly horrible.
It does.
Again, an avoidably bad decision. Like, I'll just tell you now.
It's if that happens... CNN will be known for failing in killing their own streaming service. Seriously? CNN Plus, CNN Live, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And they would kill Max because people will leave because
yeah.
they're not paying for that. They're paying for watch the movies. If they have a link there to click and watch their news, sure, fine. Some people might do that, but
maybe,
not like on the middle of watching what we watched lately on
was Billions there?
No. Barry. We're watching Barry.
Yeah.
And Barry's about to kill someone and cut them. Breaking news.
Yeah, like I don't even
fiery but peaceful process. Come on.
Even if it's not like people, even if it's just like a little banner or like a little scroll, but like
not.
That's so annoying. And we get enough of that on our phones. I don't know. It just seems like a bad idea. So, just CNN, take note. We already figured it out. It's terrible. But better news for Max viewers. Our Flag Means Death is premiering this October.
Yeah, the gay
season.
Pirates of Taika Waititi.
Yes.
Coming for a second, and there was like something about romance, and it was like, oh, come on. I don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. We will. Okay, some other television news. The Great was canceled on Hulu.
But it was great.
Was it?
I don't know.
I mean, it got 3 seasons, and sometimes that's enough.
It looks interesting. I definitely put on the list, but it keeps going down. So one day maybe.
Yeah. BBC's.
Since it's only 3 seasons, I kind of like it because you watch, it's gonna end after 3 seasons. You don't expect all you do, but it's different to watch a show that you don't know what's gonna come. 16 more seasons are. Yeah.
Sure. BBC canceled Doctor Who season 14 release, and they're saying the series is delayed indefinitely.
Yeah. Again, you don't know why. Strikes, global warming, Bigfoot. I don't know. Anyways.
Who knows? Okay, so what happened with this Bachelorette contestant?
Oh, he died. But like Jesus, no. 2 days later, he came and said, "I'm not dead." He blamed on a hacker, that cruel hack of his account. But some people are maybe speculating that maybe he did that on purpose to get some spotlight. It's Hollywood,
I don't know. That's a bummer. One thing that someone who actually did pass away recently was Bob Barker at the age of 99, host of The Price is Right, and therefore a prominent feature in many of our childhoods, because The Price is Right is the show that was on when you were homesick from school in the pre-streaming days.
It would be like breaking news to you. It would air every day.
Yeah.
Even if you're not homesick from school.
Right. Yes. Yes. For those of you not familiar how television works, yeah, that's what happened. But in the pre-streaming days, when you were home from school and you were just watching homesick from school, just had to watch whatever was on the TV. It was Bob Barker, and it was The Price is Right.
Yeah, no, he's a masterclass on how to do.
It was so fun.
TV game shows.
Yeah, do game show. Yeah.
But how a homeschool kid is homesick?
Well,
from
I
school?
wasn't always homeschooled. I
Okay.
did, and particularly my 5th grade year, I went to public school, and I had 7 teeth pulled at different points.
Jeez.
So I was home a lot with ice cream. It was a whole thing.
Wow. Anyways.
This smile is brought to you by many years of orthodonture.
Anyways, Bob Barker, may he rest in peace.
Yes.
All sorts of homages to this great television man, including
a primetime special.
Yes.
Yeah, he got as close. Many people pointed out by passing away at age 99, he got as close as he could to 100 without going over.
Oh yeah, I saw memes there.
Yeah,
it's like good.
Which is just
99, but not quite 100, Bob.
Yep.
Something like that. Anyways.
Which is it's a whole thing on the game show. Anyways, another tribute from WWE did really, really well.
Yes, a couple members of the crew of the WWE family passed, and the Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk, and they had this special, this tribute, and did them really good numbers.
Yeah, their biggest audience since 2020.
Yeah. And it shows the love from the fans.
Yeah, WWE fans, they fan hard.
Yeah.
So, respect. All right, let's look at some movies coming up. Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim, sadly, has been moved to December of 2024.
Yes, sadly, because Amazon's been putting lots of new content. That kind of suck. But this one, I had hopes. It's animation.
Yeah.
I hope that they will be stick to the source material, be respectful and fun, but again, canceled, postponed until December next year, so it's a long wait. But we'll see.
We will see. Killers of the Flower Moon, this is the latest from Martin Scorsese, is going to have a wide theatrical release.
Yeah, they're going to put out. It would be special selected theaters. Now it's open wide. Good for everybody because the movie looks good, interesting at least.
Yeah, it does look worth seeing. Okay, we saw a really interesting trailer for a new film called Ferrari.
Yeah. Biopic, a real life story of Enzo Ferrari. It's starred by Adam Driver.
Might take you a minute to recognize because he's
Penelope Cruz.
Yes.
And Shailene Wood? Shailene.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name. Yeah, also looks interesting. Definitely plays to his strengths. He's already played an Italian. Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Was it House of Gucci?
Yeah, it was Gucci.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and then another one called The Killer, starring Michael Fassbender.
By David Finch.
Mm-hmm.
It looks intense. Has a very interesting cast. We'll see.
We will see. Ridley Scott's Napoleon is coming soon. Very intriguing. And in case you're not, you just don't get enough of it, he has an alternate cut that's 4.5 hours.
Hey,
That's a lot.
just enough for a show about a little man.
He was taller than me.
Well, you're not a man.
That's true. I'm just saying. Okay, and then let's finish on a couple of cheerful notes. First, Khaby has come to Fortnite. In the latest season, he's one of the characters, like one of the skins that you can earn, and there's also an emote. So that's really fun.
That's great.
Yeah, they actually feature him in like, you know, they do that big like animation when the game updates and they debut the new season. He's featured in that, and it's like, oh, just so happy for the guy. He comes from really humble origins and has come a long way, and I just you love to see it with just like really simple,
one of the
hilarious
beneficiaries
comedy.
of the internet. Good for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. And then Dwayne Johnson and Oprah, what are they up to?
Oh, the both Hawaiian. I mean, one is Hawaiian. He's Hawaiian, right?
Samoan.
Okay.
But he lived in Hawaii for a long
but
time.
yeah, he's
Polynesian.
resident
Yeah.
of Hawaii. So I mean, I guess she has several houses, but she does have a house there. By their connections with the island, and also by the goodness of their hearts, they created this charity, this relief fund, to which they will donate. They donated $10 million to Maui wildfire relief. I'm pretty sure people can donate too. So Google and help these people that are going through a very tragic situation.
They lost everything.
And our hopes and prayers for them. And there's good people out there like these two titans of industry.
Yes.
But there's all the humble people that can help, and I'm pretty sure they are helping as they can.
Yes. All right, I think that's all we got for you this week.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
But we come back next week with more. Officially September.
Yeah.
And September has so much coming. There's the Expendables 4.
Oh my gosh.
There's so much that I can't remember. But there's we talked about the Gay Pirates. There's the morning show. There's plenty to watch, plenty to see. You're gonna watch, you're gonna see. You're gonna keep watching Ahsoka to find out the Star Killer. Remember when I told you last week? And yes, and many more. I guess that's it for this week. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.